How Temu can make a profit when selling so cheap products. Temu isn't selling you a $2 watch, they're buying you. You scroll through their app, see prices that seem impossible, and your logic circuits fire off two possibilities. One, this is a massive scam. Or two, they're losing an insane amount of money. The reality is far more strategic. Temu is not a retail company. It's a market penetration machine disguised as a shopping app, and its real product is data and logistical control. Most analysts get this wrong. They focus on the cheap plastic goods. That's the bait. The real operation is a sophisticated four-part system designed to rewire consumer behavior, map global demand in real time, and establish a new kind of supply chain. In this briefing, we will deconstruct that system piece by piece. When you're done watching, you will never look at a 99% off deal the same way again. Let's get tactical.
The M2C protocol. To understand how Temu operates, you first have to unlearn the entire traditional retail system. For the last century, getting a product to you was like a relay race. A factory in China makes a product, they sell it to an importer, the importer sells it to a national distributor. The distributor sells it to a retail chain like Walmart or Target. Then you drive to that store and buy it. Every single handoff in that chain adds cost, time, and complexity. Each middleman takes their cut, increasing the final price you pay. Temu's M2C protocol is not a relay race. It's a hardline connection, a direct data pipe from the factory floor to the screen in your hand. They didn't just find a cheaper supplier, they deleted the entire middle of the supply chain. Here's how the system works. Temu's parent company, PDD Holdings, built a digital platform that essentially gives thousands of small, unbranded Chinese factories direct access to the global market. These factories don't have marketing teams or international logistics departments. They just make things: phone cases, socks, small electronics. Temu provides the interface. They handle the payment processing, the marketing, and most importantly, they aggregate the shipping. Instead of a factory trying to figure out how to ship one drone to Ohio, Temu's system coordinates thousands of small orders into a massive, streamlined logistics operation. The first principle here is the elimination of markups. By removing the importer, the distributor, and the brick-and-mortar retailer, you eliminate 3 to 4 layers of profit margin. That cost saving is passed directly to you, resulting in the absurdly low prices. The second, more critical principle is the transfer of risk. In the old model, a company like Gap or H&M has to guess what you'll want to buy 6 months from now. They place a massive order for 100,000 blue sweaters. If they guess wrong, they have to eat the cost of that unsold inventory. Temu holds almost no inventory itself. The risk stays with the manufacturer. This creates a hyper-agile system. A factory can list a new product. If it gets 1,000 orders in its first day, the system signals them to ramp up production. If it gets 0 orders, it's cut. No loss, no warehouse full of unwanted goods. They're essentially A/B testing physical products in real time at a scale the old retail world cannot comprehend. This isn't just about being cheap. It's about creating a high-speed, data-driven supply chain that makes traditional retail look like it's moving in slow motion. They've turned manufacturing from a predictive, high-risk guessing game into a reactive, low-risk fulfillment engine.
The loss leader offensive. A loss leader is one of the oldest tactics in the retail playbook. You sell one product at a significant loss to get customers in the door, knowing they'll buy other, profitable items while they're there. A grocery store sells milk for $1 to get you inside, betting you'll also buy bread, eggs, and a magazine. Simple. But Temu isn't a grocery store. It doesn't need you to buy profitable items in the same transaction. The entire platform is the loss leader. That drone for $5 isn't designed to make them a profit. It's not even designed to get you to buy a $30 pair of headphones. It's a weapon, and its only function is customer acquisition. They are paying to acquire you as a user. Think of it like this. A typical e-commerce company might spend $50 on Facebook ads to get one new customer. That's their customer acquisition cost, or CAC. Temu's strategy is to take that $50, and instead of giving it to Meta, they subsidize the price of their products. They will sell you a product that costs them $20 to make and ship for only $5. They lose $15 on the sale. But in their system, that $15 loss is their marketing spend. It's their CAC. The difference is, you don't feel like you've been marketed to. You feel like you just got an incredible deal. It's a psychological masterstroke. You got a physical product, they got a new user, and it likely cost them less than a traditional ad campaign would have. Now, why is a user so valuable to them? Because a user is a long-term asset. Once you're in their ecosystem, once you have the app and account and have made a successful purchase, they can market to you for free forever. They can track your behavior, analyze your preferences, and target you with precision. The initial loss is a one-time investment to acquire a recurring source of data and potential future revenue. They are running a massive offensive, burning billions in investor capital to capture market share at a speed that traditional retail can't comprehend. They are not trying to win a battle over the profit on a single product. They are fighting a war for total market dominance, and the impossibly cheap products are their frontline soldiers. Every sale at a loss is another inch of territory gained in the consumer's mind and on their phone's home screen.
The data extraction engine. The physical product you buy from Temu is a decoy. The real transaction is the data you provide while you shop. Every click, every search, every second you hesitate over an item is logged, processed, and fed into a massive intelligence system. This is the core of their engine. Traditional retail operates on a make-then-sell protocol. A company forecasts what people might want, manufactures 10,000 units, ships them across the ocean, and hopes they sell. This is slow, expensive, and incredibly inefficient. It's like trying to navigate with a map printed last year. Temu flips this model entirely. They operate on a sense, then produce protocol. They don't guess what you want, they measure it in real time. Think about the data points they collect. They know what you search for but don't buy. They know what you add to your cart and then remove. They track the colors you click on, the product categories you browse the longest, and the specific time of day you're most likely to make an impulse purchase. You are not a customer. You are a live sensor in their global network. This data stream is piped directly to their parent company's network of manufacturers. The system doesn't just say, people are buying phone cases. It says, 1.2 million users in the American Midwest, aged 18 to 24, searched for a matte black shockproof case for the iPhone 15 this week. The optimal sale price is $3.49. The manufacturer doesn't have to risk producing 1 million units. They can produce 10,000 validated units, knowing with high certainty that the demand is already there. This is a level of efficiency that traditional retail cannot compete with. It virtually eliminates waste, inventory costs, and the risk of market failure. So when you're scrolling, you aren't just shopping. You are an unpaid market research consultant. You are providing billions of dollars worth of business intelligence. The $5 drone isn't the product. It's your compensation for telling a global manufacturing empire exactly what to build next.
The gamification loop. The fourth and final component of the machine is the psychological architecture. Temu isn't designed like a store. It's engineered like a casino. The goal isn't to help you find what you need. It's to keep you inside the system, playing the game until you make an impulse purchase. This system is called a gamification loop. It's a behavioral trap designed to bypass your rational brain and trigger the dopamine circuits that control habit and reward. First, they create artificial urgency. You see countdown timers on every lightning deal. You see notifications that over 10,000 people bought this in the last hour. This isn't information. It's a psychological trigger designed to create a fear of missing out. It pressures you to make a decision based on scarcity, not on need. Your logical brain, which asks, "Do I really need this?" is short-circuited by your emotional brain, which screams, "I might lose this deal forever." Second, they deploy variable rewards. The app is filled with spinning prize wheels, lucky draws, and coupons that appear at random. This is directly from the playbook of a slot machine. The human brain isn't rewarded by consistency. It's captivated by unpredictability. When you don't know if or when you'll get a reward, your brain releases more dopamine in anticipation. They are conditioning you to associate opening the app not with shopping, but with the chance of a win. The constant pop-ups, the red notification dots, the feed of endless new items, it's all designed for one purpose: to create a habitual loop. They want you to open the app when you're bored, just like you'd open Instagram or TikTok. When you combine this psychological conditioning with the other parts of their system, you see the full picture. The loss leader products get you in the door. The gamification loop keeps you there, tapping and scrolling. And while you're playing their game, their data engine is logging every single move. It's a closed system where shopping is the byproduct, not the primary goal. The goal is to condition your behavior.
So, the final analysis is clear. Temu isn't in the product business. It's in the user business. The cheap goods are just the cost of entry to gain access to the most valuable resource of the 21st century, your data and your predictable behavior. They are burning billions to build a direct pipeline from the factory floor to your screen. And once that pipeline is built, they will own the new standard for global commerce. It's a bold, high-risk gambit, and you are the primary target. If you want more breakdowns of the systems that run the world, subscribe to Capital Sanctum. Stay tactical.